welcome back to my channel. So I know I've taken a very long siesta, but I'm so happy to be back on YouTube, and I now have a Facebook page dedicated to makeup. So I did a little poll on there, and you all wanted to see, I've been wanting to do this video for a while, you all wanted to see a ranking of liquid eyeliners. I have been working on this for literally years. Why is it taking years? Okay, I don't get any PR, I'm not on any lists, I'm not complaining, it's just true. So any eyeliner I want to try, I have to buy for myself. So could it have taken less time? Yes. But I also tried all of these multiple times. Some of them I have pictures of that, so help me, Kesha, I will figure out how to insert, because I took them for you all for the purpose of this video. There are more eyeliners I want to try. There are more that people have suggested to me that I do want to try. So today I have 9 eyeliners to talk about. And I'm gonna go from worst to best. You know what, actually we can make it 10 because I'm gonna throw one in there that is really bad. It's not really liquid, but the one thing I wanna say before I start my ranking is, maybe this is good for you, maybe this is bad for you, but my eyes are super picky with eye products. I don't mean picky like they break out. I don't have sensitive skin in that regard. I mean that they're slightly oily, and the reason I've been on the quest for the best liquid eyeliner is because liquid eyeliners or eyeliners in general, they transfer eyeshadow if I don't use eye primer creases. So I also have very concrete thoughts on eyeshadow primers if you all want to hear my thoughts on that. But so these eyeliners have like gone through it. So if some of these work for you and you're like, what is she talking about? It works perfectly for me, then your eyes probably aren't picky little bitches like mine. So that's where this is coming from for me. Like I don't wish this on myself. This is just how my eyes are, so I need the best of the best. So that's what it is. So with that, I'll get started. So the worst of the worst is the one that I just said I would throw in just to make it an even 10. And this is, it's not really a liquid eyeliner. I got this in either BoxyCharm or Ipsy, probably BoxyCharm based on the size. This is Pretty Vulgar, and this is, there's a little bit of a glare. And so it's really a gel. You have to dip into it and with a brush and put it on. This is the only one in this video that I've only tried once. It was that bad. It's called The Ink, and the shade is 01 Blacklist. I put this on, and since I wanted to try it, I figured I'll wear it to a movie with my husband. So this was on for like, what, 2.5, maybe 3 hours tops. By the time I got out, it had not only transferred, but it was all over my eye. So, and I had eyeshadow on, I had primer on, I had the whole 9 yards. So this was a huge no. Like I haven't even given it away because like, why would I give it to, it was really bad. So bottom of the list. This one might be somewhat controversial for 2 reasons. Number 9 is Kat Von D's Tattoo Liner. One reason it might be controversial is just because she's controversial for lots of reasons. Whatever, we'll set that aside. I'm not getting into it. But the other reason is a lot of people really like this and it works for them. That's why I bought it. I bought it before I knew how controversial and problematic she is as a person. So we'll go from worst to best. So I'll also kind of do swatches of them for you. So it does go on really nicely. I like the application. I like the felt tip liner. No complaints there. You can layer it. That's another thing I care about. Can I go back and fix my mistakes? Yes, you can. So no complaints there. It was a transfer. I don't have a picture of this one for you guys, but the other weird thing is my right eye, which is the eye I always do first, was fine, but the left eye always had transfer, and none of these other ones are like that. Like, how weird is that? And I think it has something to do with the fact that like maybe the pen was drying out by the time I got over here, but it's not like I had problems doing this one. So strange. This problem repeated itself. I gave it multiple tries. You know, like I said, I spend money on these. Like, I want these to succeed, okay? I could not get this to work. I even got a mini one in like an Ipsy or something. So I was like, you know, we'll see if it was, you know, a problem with this. No. Same problem, left eye, transferring and smudging. Like, not good, not for me. It's gonna be a no for me. This is probably gonna be another controversial one because a lot of people love this one. A lot of people recommended it to me. The Fenty Beauty Fly Liner. I wanted this to work so badly. So many people raved about it. So many people said it was so good. And this was like 20 bucks as well. I do have a picture of this one for you guys, so I will insert it here. Is that how this works? Or I'll insert it and pause. In the picture I inserted though, that picture admittedly is without eyeshadow and without eye primer. Okay. To me though, a #1 eyeliner on this list would be able like to perform without eye primer and eyeshadow. And liquid eyeliner to me is one of those products that like if I'm running out of the house but want to like look a little put together, I should be able to like throw on a liquid eyeliner and a lip and leave. So to me, a ride or die can do that. And so I was having problems with this eyeliner. I was giving it lots of tries and I was like, let me give it a try without any eyeshadow or primer. And so the picture I took was finally that day. So yes, this was you're admittedly getting a picture of one of its worst performances. But I still feel like a more luxury brand should not have done that. And even on the days that I was wearing primer and eyeshadow and all of that and giving it its best chance, it still transferred. It was really disappointing. I really wanted to like it. Again though, application is fine. You can layer, you can go back and fix your mistakes. There's not a timing issue. Maybe if your eyes aren't as, picky little bitches like mine, it'll be fine for you. But it is number 8 on the list for me. It's just not the best. ColourPop. This is the BFF in black. It's called Numero Uno. That's the name of their black shade. I have a picture of this one as well. This one, as you can see, it not only transferred, but it smudged. And the thing about these pictures that I took 2, is I had been trying to, I was out at dinner. I had been trying to fix this with my finger, pulling off, and I was pulling off my eyeshadow too, admittedly, but I was just trying to pull off the grossness. And then I was like, oh shit, I should take a picture for this YouTube video. So this is those pictures are with some attempts to reconcile the issues. And I gave it some more attempts, I wore it a couple times. Again, it goes on fine. No, there's only one, I think there's only 2 here that I have problems with the application. So this isn't one of those. It goes on fine. I like the felt tip. No complaints there. All of that's great. But not only was there a transfer issue, but smudge issue. So the only 2 here that I had smudge issues with, literally it just moving itself up, were the ColourPop BFF and the Kat Von D tattoo liner. So that's not great. If I want a smudge look, I probably am not gonna wear a liquid liner. Is the Benefit Roller Liner. This is one of the ones that I have a problem with the application. I don't really like the pen and the felt tip, and I don't like how it applies. Those are 2 separate issues. I don't like the felt tip because it's too soft. See the end? That's too bendy for me. Can you see what I'm talking about? That bends too much for my liking. So that's just one problem on its own. But I can live with that. When I first put this on, is if that's the biggest issue, I can deal with that. Another issue is when you are putting it on, this is one of the ones that there is a time constraint and a layering issue. You kind of have to get it right on the first-ish go. Yeah, I can feel my hand here kind of constricting. It almost has, if you guys have tried those vinyl-y type eyeliners, it almost constricts the skin of your eye and it dries down really fast to the point that if you're trying to go over and fix a mistake or largen the line or whatever you're trying to do, it doesn't want to play well with itself. You know what I mean? It's gonna drag and pull. And then also when it does that kind of constricting thing with your skin, the more mature skin you have, or even if you don't have mature skin, it's gonna make it look more mature. It's gonna make it look more wrinkly, etc. You want something that's just gonna lay on your skin the way it is. But I do have a picture of this one. there wasn't a ton of transfer. So if these were the only, we're not even gonna talk about Pretty Vulgar. If these were the only 4 I had for some reason, I would wear this one, even with the application problems, because, I mean, that's why it's ranked higher, because there was not that much transfer. But there was still transfer, and we're only getting better, you know, in terms of the eyeliner. So not the best, not the worst, but it could have been better. This one was a close one with number 6, the Benefit. This is Steve Laurent Precision Tip Liner in black. I don't know where I got this. This is one, you know, I was trying to cycle through my eyeliners. I still have eyeliners I haven't tried, or I've tried but not enough to talk about in this video. I don't know where this came from, but it's just okay. It goes on kind of like pretty nicely. So we're over on this one now. It almost goes on like a powdery matte-ish finish, so it's nice that it has like a nice matte, you know, if that's what you're going for. Some people really care whether it's like a shiny or a matte. I can't care about that. I have enough problems just finding one that doesn't transfer. So, you know, whatever, just whatever you want to do, just do that. You meaning to the eyeliner. But this one is one of the more matte ones I have found. The application is a little wonky, and I just don't know how to describe it. Like, the pen just isn't my favorite. No, like, I'm on YouTube right now, and I thought about this before the video, and I just don't know how to describe it. It's just not my favorite, but it's not the worst. So I don't know what to say about this exactly. It's just meh, and that's why it's 5. Don't hate it, don't love it. If you wanted to buy it, I'd be like, okay, no objections. I actually like this one a lot, and this is pretty weird. This was my go-to for a long time because I just was not finding anything better. Yeah, I can see that Benefit liner like pulling at my skin. This is Sephora. This should be my last YouTube video ever. I have 2 bunnies in here now, but this should be the last one. And after the bunnies are out, I will be able to put my actual backdrop up. I have a backdrop kit. I just can't put it up because of the bunnies. So when they're gone, I will be able to have a real backdrop. Love my bunnies very much, but I don't mean like they're just gonna go to another room. This room is too small for 2 bunnies, so I will miss them in here, but it will be convenient, I guess, to not have the noise. Okay, so number 4 is Sephora's the Waterproof Liquid Liner. So this is the only one that's in, except for Pretty Vulgar, this is the only one that's in a well like this. And so it comes out like this, and you can kind of, you know, so that's kind of a different application than the rest. But I like it. Like I said, I used this for a long time. But I like the well. Similar to the Benefit roller liner, the tip is a little soft. See, can you see? So that's not my favorite again, just like with the Benefit. This is a waterproof one though, so the downside, I don't love that it's waterproof, but the one that isn't waterproof by Sephora in the well isn't as good. It just doesn't perform as well. So the downside with waterproof is, you know, a little bit harder to get off. It's not bad for you, but like just it being harder to get off, you do have to kind of pull a little bit more, and it can get flaky. Not as you're putting it on, but if you're trying to do like a really long wear, like let's say you're trying to, like if you wanted to wear this 12 hours, I wouldn't go with it. It can like flake off. Like back in my youth, I've like slept in this, you know, accidentally. Like I've stayed out when I didn't know I was going to, and the next day, you know, go to the bathroom and you're like, oh, what does my face look like? And it's starting to flake off and kind of, you know, at the outer corners where you think it might. So, but makeup's not really meant to last that long. So, it does say 24 hours on here. No. But if you're wearing it just for like normal amount of time, and especially if you were hoping that I was going to talk about a waterproof one, I really do like this one. So I did want to talk about that. Like I said, this was as close to a ride or die that I had for a long time. Okay, we're in the top 3. All of these are good. If you were to get any of these, I think that they would be, I hope they would be really good choices for you. So number 3 is the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and I do have a picture of this one. As you can see in the picture, minimal transfer. So this is really, really good. This has also been like, after the Sephora one, this was my ride or die for a while because I couldn't find anything better. And honestly, not too many complaints. I like the application, you know, no real complaints. It's, I don't think it's really a felt tip. I think it's actually like, yeah, it's like bristles that come to a point. That's not, I don't think it's here nor there. I'm just telling you so that you know if that matters to you. Easy application, and it stays. Like you can see in the picture, that was, I'm pretty sure that picture was like a full day of wear, and that was the extent of the transfer. You know, as you can see from like some of these other ones, like that's not bad. I would prefer none. And like I said, my eyes are picky little bitches, so if yours aren't, then this is probably gonna be good for you. And I think other than the Sephora one, the ColourPop one was, you know, in the affordable range. But this I think is like 10 bucks or something, so maybe less, maybe around that price range. So this is nice and affordable. And I do generally highly recommend it. This was a runaway success, and I was really, really surprised. I have a whole dedicated video to the Kesha Rose line. And if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with Kesha. That's not why I put this as number 2. This is truly a video about liquid eyeliners. I'm not putting this here just to be a fangirl. I said this was just like total surprise. I am amazed how good this freaking eyeliner is. The eyeliners came in 4 colors. There's 2 double-ended. The other ones I've used just for like Instagram looks. I haven't done longevity wears, you know. Black is like the main thing I need, but I'll put in the picture here. This picture, this specific picture, I've worn it lots of times, but I took this at the end of like, I think about 12 hours of Disney World wear. So this was like walking around, you know, the whole thing. It was in like February, I think, so like not as much sweat. It's still Florida, it's still Disney, you're still walking around, you're still like moving and all of that. And it's 12 hours. And every time I've worn this, there has been no transfer. It has been really, really amazing. I've just been blown away. Like I know I love Kesha, but to be honest, whenever an artist comes out with a makeup line, you know, you kind of do the eye roll and you're like, okay, it's a money grab, but it was Kesha, so I still bought it, you know, just thinking like, okay, it's just gonna be a collectible to me personally, and like, that's fine. Truly, truly amazed. Oh, let me swatch it. This is a felt tip. Love the application. Love the wear. I just have 0 complaints. Like this is honestly close to a tie for first. So, so, so good. The downside is that last I checked, if you want to buy, like even this one, this is black and blue. It's, here, I'll just swatch the blue underneath just so you can see it for posterity. So even if you just wanted to buy this one, you can't. You have to buy both double-ended. I don't know if that's going to change in the future. I don't work for her or her line. So that is just, that's a thing. But it's so, so good. Such a surprise. And drum roll, please. This really bad drum roll. The number 1 that I am obsessed with, and it is my ride or die now. I have not found anything better. It's what I'm wearing right now. It is my go-to. I travel with it. It is just like, and no one talks about it, and they're wrong. They're all wrong. It is Hank and Henry, Slick With It. And it is in the shade Blickety Black. Yeah, you need it. You have to. It's required. You can't not. Like, what are you doing? You gotta have it. It is another one of the kind of bristles as opposed to felt tip, if that matters to you at all. Oh, just what do you need me to say? Okay, so the picture I'm putting in, I wore this. So you know how I said I wore the Kesha Rose and that was at the end of 12 Days of Disney? I went down to Disney for like 2 days basically, and I brought both of these on purpose because I wanted to put them through the Disney test on purpose for this video. I wore Hank and Henry the first day, and because of things, I had to do my makeup super early in the morning because we had like back-to-back stuff, and then even though we weren't getting on the plane till like 2, and we didn't get home, or we didn't get to our hotel until like 2 or something. Anyway, this picture, You can kind of tell by my hair, is at the end of 16 hours of wear, drinking, debauchery, Disney, meeting up with old friends. It is, I am not in great shape, but the eyeliner is, it can live through anything. I have on Tati's Texture Neutral palette right now, volume 1. It goes over glitter. You know, I don't know, I've never had a Jeep, but you know, like if you have a Jeep and you're like, wow, okay, it can handle this, it can handle this. What else can it handle? I've put this over everything. It goes over it. You know, like a lot of eyeliners, you're like, all right, eyeliner has limits, it's fine. No, it's not fine. Get this one. You need this one. This is the one you need. It'll go over it. You can, there's no time limit. There's no weirdness if you have to go back and, you know, you're like, wow, my right eye is Gucci and my left eye is, you know, like the clearance rack at TJ Maxx. Like, it's fine. Just keep swimming. This won't judge you. It will just embrace you and love you. It's amazing. I'm holding it upside down. It just makes me happy. I've never found a better one. And this is one of the ones, you know how I said I just have eyeliners? I don't know where they came. Some of them I don't know where they came from. They're just in, this is my eyeliner little, I have a ColourPop thing separating my liquid from my non-liquid. I have more in here. And some of them I don't know where they came from. This is one. No idea where it came from. I think an angel sent it to me. I'm pretty sure it's sold out right now on Hank and Henry. I don't know if you can get it other places, but you do need it, seriously. You need it. So that's that on that. Okay, that was 10 eyeliners, 9 liquid eyeliners. I hope that you guys liked this video. Please, please, please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And also, what would be more helpful is comment below and let me know if there's any types of videos that you all would like to see. I'd really like to grow my YouTube channel. This is fun for me, but I want to do what you all want to see. So yeah, let me know. And I will see you guys on the next one. I do have some more fun stuff planned. The next video I think is going to be a rainbow challenge, like between brands, like not a makeup on me challenge. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful to you as well, and I will see you on the next one.